In this video, we're going to do some quick cosmetic fixes that really should turn the front end of this $300 E46 wagon right around. I'm going to start off with pulling out the headlights and replacing the lenses. Whoopsies. So what I did to stop the flow from that washer nozzle is I just disconnected the connector at the actual washer pump on the washer fluid reservoir, put a cap on that so that the reservoir didn't just straight up drain out. So you might be wondering, why don't I just use one of those headlight restoring kits that basically has a really fine abrasive paste and you just kind of buff it until it shines it up? Well, in my past experience, those don't last very long and you never get it perfectly clear to begin with. So what I've done is found some replacement lenses for a very affordable price. Now these are not OEM BMW, they're very much aftermarket, but for about $23, how can you go wrong? You might as well try it out. So got one for both sides, and basically just unclip the lens from the housing, pull it away. We're going to inspect the gasket that seals the lens, and if it's okay, we'll just stick these right back in. I'm hoping they fit well. It is an aftermarket part, so you just can never be completely sure. There we are, pretty easy to take off. The gasket looks in good shape, but of course it's been compressed for many years, so I'm just hoping it still can seal up. Comparing this OEM versus original, I mean, it's a very, very close. That tab on the end doesn't exist, so hopefully that doesn't matter. We're gonna find out. So it fits really nicely along the bottom row. You can see it snug up against the gasket, but on the top, especially right here in the corner, it had a lot of gap. So I took just some material I had laying around. It's actually just really dense foam I took from a taillight gasket from one of my previous projects, the Honda Civic Hybrid. And you don't throw this stuff away because you never know when you're going to need some sort of wedge that isn't completely stiff. So what I've done is I cut a little sliver of this and stuck it in between that tab and the headlight lens, so it keeps basically the preload that presses the lens against the gasket, and that should keep it pretty watertight. Now there's another area that has a similar sort of issue right here. Now the lens is currently pressed up against the gasket, but I'm wondering if I can't stuff some of this in there to keep it tighter against there. So I'm gonna give that a try. So not perfect, but it keeps it a little tighter on there. All right, so overall for 23 bucks, I mean, yeah, totally worth it. Because look how nasty that looks. This looks brand new now. Sweet, let's get this back in the car. All right, that's one side done. Time to do the other side. All right, so that is a significant improvement. But we're not done here because we have a missing emblem right there. Or at least the meaningful part of it is missing. So I've got a replacement for that over on the bench. I picked this replacement up for $9, which seemed like a good deal considering an original BMW one's 45 bucks. Mixed reviews about how it fits. Obviously it's made of plastic for that price, but you know what? I think it's a good deal either way. Came with plastic grommets. I'm not sure how well those will fit, so we might reuse the one that's currently in the car. Let's get the old one out. And there we are. Front end refresh, pretty much complete. I say that's a massive improvement, especially for only about a $30 spend. That's my kind of restoration right there. Those headlights are clear as glass now. And that emblem, even though it's not original, looks just like original. So I'm happy with that result. And now we can throw these old parts into the bin. Look how nasty those lenses were. So that's it for this video. Be sure to stay tuned for more restoration tips on this E46 wagon. Until then, we'll see you guys again next time.